A presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. I am Steve Rhodes, half of the Money Masters. The other half is out getting a little TLC. And sorry that he can't be here with you this morning, but he might be able to join us this afternoon from 4 to 6. We'll see. And I would love some calls from some co-hosts out there. So we're interviewing for some co-hosts. You can give us a call, 877-927-6648. As we see the markets right now, you've got the Dow's up 119 points, S&P's up 12. You got the composite up 22, small caps up 8. Gold contract trading up $7 at $16.76 an ounce. You got King Dollar down 11 ticks. Platinum up $13. Silver up 71 ticks. You've got bonds are trading up. Let's see, where is the bonds on here? Bonds down, looks like 24 ticks there. You got light sweet crude up 288. Light sweet crude, that does not want to back off. And, we'll go take a look at that. During the session here, over in Europe and over in China. Let's quickly go around to the world. Let's take a look at what we have going on there. We'll call those charts up here on the screen. Hopefully you're watching us here on Tiger TV. It is absolutely, when you take a look at the way that your brain learns, it's stimulated by both what you visually see, and it's stimulated by, what you orally hear. And, what you orally hear, your brain is processing about 20%. That's the stimulation factor there is 20%, and visually it's 20%. But when you put both of them together, you've got half of that brain really being stimulated. And, of course, here at TFNN, we're stimulating a heck of a lot more than 50%. And, and that's just simply a process of the way that your brain is processing. Most folks don't know this. Let me ask you a question. Do you know how many images your brain is able to take in, every second, if you will? Just give me an idea. Yell it louder so I can hear. Most people, some people might say, I don't know, maybe 50, maybe 100,000, maybe 200,000. I mean, just look around the environment that you're in. Look at all the different things that are going on. Heck, if you were inside the studio with me, you'd see all kinds of activity. Well, the answer to your question, folks, is about 1.5 million images, at a time is what your brain is absolutely able to process. And so being able to visually stimulate us and take a look at, if you're looking at my screen, you're going to see here, I've got 6 different quadrants that are up there. It becomes easy for me if I'm just taking a look at what's going on in the world to get a picture there, because this is a one world market that we trade, and you want to understand that. And one element about this one world market that you want to take a look at is this Shanghai. And I'll pop that up on my screen. It'll be a little bit larger here. This is the weekly index for the Shanghai. And this, folks, is absolutely right now. Now, the week's not over, right? Week is not over, and so this is a weekly chart that we're looking at. But the key area here on the Shanghai is 2431.61. Why? Because that was the swing point that was put out there July of 2010. We have it has broken through there. It has gapped down through that swing point. And that's really important to understand as well. So it'll be important to watch and see whether or not that gap stays open throughout the week, whether or not it closes below 2431.61. But the way this is setting up right now, that what the Shanghai wants to do is it wants to complete an A to B equals C to D at that 2116. Now, gaps on indexes are really, really important. Very important here. So if that gap doesn't get filled, and when we take a look at, Friday morning, I'll make sure that we take a look at that. But if that gap doesn't get filled, when you're gapping down through a B point, it's got one meaning if you're gapping into a B point, but it's got some real conviction when you gap down through a B point. And that's exactly right now what the Shanghai has done. What is that? What's the relevance there? Well, let me tell you, when you gap through a swing point, if there is still, that gives you a sense of conviction on the way downtown. And what it also sets up is more than a one-to-one A to B equals C to D. If you're listening to the first segment of the Trader's Edge show, we had Kathy call in from New Hampshire. We were going over Gartley patterns. In fact, it was probably the most thorough process of going through it from an educational standpoint of Gartley. So if you're just tuning into this show and you want to get a little bit better feel for Gartley buy, Gartley sell patterns, go listen to the archive on Channel 14 because, it was a thorough couple of segments or so that we took a look at there. Now in the Shanghai, what the Shanghai is setting up is a Gartley buy pattern in this 2156 to 2116 area. But if that gap doesn't get filled, that sets up much lower prices. That actually sets up, in my opinion, that sets up a run all the way down to the lows in October in the Shanghai. That would take you down to the 1749. It's important to understand this because this is a one world market and you want to make sure you understand what's happening there. If we continue to go around the world, let's take a look at what we have going on. The DAX right now is trading up 52 points. Let's take a look at the DAX, see what that chart looks like. We'll pop that up here on the screen. And what we can see is the DAX yesterday came busting through the 0.382 area. Important because this is the way that these markets breathe. And when we take a look at that from a breathing pattern standpoint, we're going from the low swing point on the DAX, November 25th. That's, again, the way that's the Friday after Thanksgiving. That's the same swing point that we've got to open inside our markets as well. And if you go from that swing point all the way up to the high that the DAX made, it made at the high on December the 12th, did that at 61.69. It did it the following day as well, got up to 61.70. If you will. So it's really the December 5th that ends up being the swing point up there. If you take your retracement ruler between those two, the 0.382 area, you can see we came charging through that. First on Friday, went down, tested it, rejected it, and then you just look at this on a daily basis. When you take a look at the DAX chart, what do you see that we have going here? You can see lower highs each day and lower lows each day, and so the DAX is headed down to the 0.786, at least to the 0.618 area, down here in this range of about, I would say the range would be 56.90 down to 56.73. If it comes down through there with a wide range bar, then you'll be looking at the 55.38, which would be going back and testing out that November 25th area. That's what you have going on with the DAX. If we take a look at the FTSE, right now you got the FTSE is trading up 91 points. Let's see, the FTSE was looking a little bit better than the DAX yesterday, and here's why. You can see that we've gone and we've drawn in. This was a Gartley, the blue area here happens to be a Gartley buy pattern. You had an A to B equals C to D. In fact, it was a 1 to 1.272. A to B equals C to D. You had a 0.786 retracement on the FTSE. Then what you typically do is you do a retracement of that pattern. The retracement that you would normally get to would be the 0.618 area. What the FTSE did was it got all the way to the 0.786 area. Now, it gave us the indication that that's what it was going to do because it came slicing through the 0.382 retracement area, came slicing through the 0.618 with that wide range bar. You want to be paying attention to wide range bars on the way up or on the way down. In this case here, that told us that its next move wanted to get up to that 0.786. And what does the FTSE do? FTSE gets up to that area, which was the 0.786. Looks like that's in the 56.03 range. And where it actually got to was 56.0280 on December 5th. Traded sideways on the following session, December 6th. December the 7th, it got up just a bit behind that, above that, above that. And then it looks to me like it actually set up a bearish engulfing. Let's see, where did the FTSE actually on December 6th closed at? 55.6872. Let me write that down. 55.6872. So for a bearish engulfing to occur, then on the following session, it had to at least open up at that amount or a little bit higher. It opens up the next session at 56. Let me see here. 55.6891. Oh, okay, perfect. So what we do is on this next trading session here, so what the FTSE now has done, the FTSE has established a resistance area. The resistance area is going to be the top of that bullish engulfing candle. So here you've got a pattern where you retrace back to the 0.786. It communicated to us that that's what it wanted to do. It gets up and gets a little bit over that on a trading session, but it does that with a bearish engulfing pattern. That sets up that it wants to, this is what it's communicating to us, that it wants to trade now back down towards the bottom of that range. And the first move, and let me get rid of a couple of the fib lines on here just to make it a little bit easier for you to follow along. So let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one and this one. We can always draw more in there. And so what the FTSE would do, there we go. So now we're going to go from the low down here on November 25th up to the high that it made on December 7th. So we've established we've got a bearish engulfing pattern. The top of that is going to be resistance. Right now you're trading into that pattern. The low on that candle was 54.97. You're trading out at on the FTSE at 55.19. The first move, the first retracement down, gets you to the 0.382 area. Typically, when you get to the 0.382 on a Gartley pattern, what you're going to do is some folks are going to get off the elevator. They're going to take some profits. Others are going to get on. And in this case here, all it's doing is it's retracing back up. You would normally see this. This is nothing more than a normal breathing pattern. And so right now it'll be interesting to see where the FTSE closes, because you can see we've had a down move. So let's take a look at the possible candle pattern that the FTSE's making. Yesterday, it closed out the session here at 54.27. So we had 54.27. We got to get this thing exact when you're taking a look at these candles. And 86. That was the close. Let's see where we open today. We open today. Our open is 54.27. 54.27.93. Doesn't qualify, okay, because it closed. It opened about 7 pennies, 7 ticks above yesterday's close. So this does not qualify, even if it closes above the bar from yesterday. That would be where it opened up. That would be the open of 55.29. Even if it closes above that, that does not create a bearish engulfing candle. Creates what's called a bear sash, but not as significant. A bullish engulfing candle. Because what I was looking for is, are we setting up just simply a sideways trading range, in the FTSE? And so far, it's saying no. What it has done, it's done its normal movement down to the 0.382 area. Now it's bouncing up a bit. This thing could even come back up to the top of the resistance area here. That would give you a little bit of the Santa Claus rally, if you will. In our markets, it would say King Dollar is going to pull back. But so far, King Dollar is saying no way. It's only down 2.5 ticks here, down 2 cents, folks. So you got the King Dollar down 2 cents. The market's up 114. We had a great caller. We had Mark from Massachusetts who called in on the during the last show and really just discussing the importance of whether or not the correlation was still there and what controls what. Is it the market that moves the dollar? Which means the market would have to move the pound, the yen, the Swiss franc, the euro, and the currency marketplace, folks, is absolutely the dog. It is 10 times, more than 10 times the size of our markets. And based on the volume, folks, based on the volume that we see, the patterns, volume patterns, it was probably 20 times the size of yesterday's markets. We didn't have any sellers. We had the market move down for sure. We had that full moon lunar eclipse impact that was going on. We didn't have any buyers. And, we'll take a look at volume. So there's a lot of folks that are out there spending money. I hope you're doing the same. And when we get back, we'll go to Tom in Colorado, who's been patient enough to call. We'll go take a look at the SPX. Love to have you in on the call. Looking for co-hosts today, 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Hi, folks. Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you, folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. I'm your guest host, not guest host. Heck, I'm half of the host on this. Let me pinch me. Let me tell me where I'm at. Anyways, Tom is out today, or at least for this morning, out getting a little TLC, I hope, and maybe some chicken noodle soup, and maybe a silver bullet to help him overcome that little cold that he's got going on. And he can give me a call, 877-927-6648. Absolutely would love to hear from you. We're going to go to Tom in Colorado, who has been good enough to hold. Tom, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Good morning, Steve.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, you are Mr. Happy, I'll tell you.
I love it. I love it.
Hey,
That's
Steve, I've been listening to the station for over a few years now.
Yes.
And I'm a first-time caller to your show. And I'll tell you, I love the way you break down the charts and explain things, and your patience with the callers, the way you articulate the Fibonacci's and what have you. I think you do a great job. You're a great addition to this news network.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Really do.
And I'm the guy who, I'm that freeloading reverse engineer of some of you guys over the years who turned Larry on to that Universal Fibonacci program.
Okay.
That's a transparency. It does ABCs and every kind of Fibonacci you'd ever want.
Okay, cool.
And you can put it on any chart anywhere in the world, and he has the info, I assume.
Okay.
I emailed him.
Okay.
And I also turned him on to Gartley Pattern Spotter.
Yeah, okay.
Daily.
That's
so I'm
great.
that guy.
Great.
Hey, listen, I I'm looking at a little. I've got a different take on the SPX from what you and Kathy have. I see a bullish Gartley.
Okay.
And my X point is at October 4th, and the A point is, let me get my crosshairs up here, is the 27th of October.
Okay.
Now, you can take your pick of C points here, but I chose the C. Well, wait a minute. Let's see. You've got your. I take that back.
Yeah, you'd have to take November 8th if you were going to pick a C point.
Yeah, I would take November 25th as my B point.
As your which point?
B point.
As your B point.
Yeah.
November 25th. Okay, so well, I thought you said your A was October 27th.
No, yeah, it was A point, and then slide down to the B point, which is the 25th of November.
Okay.
And then my C point is going to be October 5th.
Yep. October 5th or December?
Well, I'm sorry, December 5th. I get my month screwed up.
No problem.
Hey,
that's why I'm here. That's why you got another set of eyes. Okay, so I'm with you. Okay, so you're taking that high. So you've got an A, B, C, D. I gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm projecting down to a 127 or 138 area at somewhere around 1120.
Yeah.
Okay, is what I'm seeing as if it is a Gartley. If it's a butterfly, well, obviously it's going to go below that, that October 4th time frame if it turns into a butterfly.
I'm totally on board with that as being a Gartley buy pattern. No question.
Okay, but you and Kathy were seeing probably a bigger time frame. Going back to what was that, July or something?
No, actually, what I was doing, Kathy had called in and she was looking at a Gartley pattern, and I was just using the swing points and what she was looking at and helping her to, and really all the listeners, to take a look at what it is that you need to do, what a Gartley has to have, which is an X point, as you've identified, and an ABC inside there. And so I was just simply showing in this case here, the pattern that Kathy was seeing actually wasn't a Gartley pattern, because the ABC on the way up, which is a possibility, okay, the ABC on the way up was extending beyond the X point. In this case here, we don't have that. And so there's no question, folks, so let's just go through it, because Tom's good enough to point out this possible Gartley buy pattern. And what you would do is just simply the first thing that you want to do, you got two choices. Either draw the AB equals CD or draw your retracements first. But let's draw our retracements, since that was a tool I happen to have. We're going to go from the low that Thomas pointed out. That happens to be that October 4th low at 1074.77. And we're going to go all the way up to the high on October 27th. Now, what we can take a look at is you've got the 0.618 comes in at 1158 area, and the 786 is at 1121.40. And I think you really want to pay attention to the 0.786 area, because that gets you back to the October 4th area, which has got high volume. But Tom, if you stick around through the next segment, you and I were going to finish this off and anything else. Right now you've got the Dow up 90 and 877-927 to 6648. We'll be right back, folks.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Did you know that the price of gold is up over 24% this year, while the GDX, the Market Vectors Gold Miners ETF, is actually down 1.4% this year? Not all gold stocks are created equal, and not all gold stocks move with the price of gold. In October, Tom O'Brien recommended a buy of FCX in his gold report, and only 6 trading days later advised his clients to close the position, profiting almost 22% in this one trade. During the same 6 trading days, the price of gold was barely up 5%. Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives investors the inside edge they need to profit in this gold market. Each Monday morning, Tom issues a gold market update at around 9:30 a.m., then issues a full report each Tuesday afternoon. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. To order your Gold Report with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to TFNN.com today or call 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes. The other half, Tom O'Brien, is out for the morning. And right now you got the Dow up 90, S&P's up 9, Composite up 17, King Dollar's on the move, up 7 ticks right now. And we're on the line with Tom in Colorado. We're taking a look at a Gartley buy pattern that Tom sees, and I see it as well, setting up here possibly on the SPX. And hey, Tom, one thing I wanted to let you know is that I love Christmas movies. I don't know if you like them as well. One of my favorites is the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Have you seen that movie?
Oh yeah, he's one of my hometown boys. I'm originally from Livonia.
You are?
Yeah,
I
born and raised the first 23 years of my life.
Whereabouts in Livonia?
Just over near Plymouth Road and Middle Belt area.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah.
Fisher Body was right across from the drugstore there. Remember the big old Fisher Body on Plymouth? Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I do. Well, that's one of my favorite movies, and what I wanted to do is, there's a scene in there, when he's becoming Santa Claus and he tries to shave and his hair grows back right away. Well, I'm a bear right now in the market now, and I'll show you why. A big, bad bear. And so every morning I got to get up and I got to shave my ears out because that hair keeps growing back. And so from a bearish standpoint right now with regard to the S&P and what we're taking a look at, is, and there's a couple of reasons. Number one, that October 27th area is really important because that is a 17P index date. In fact, I've put together a special report that you're welcome to, and anybody else listening, they just have to send me an email, steve@tfn.com, because I go back and take a look at the last time we were in this cycle where there really wasn't a Santa Claus rally, a pre-election year, and it's really important to understand that chart. So just send me an email, steve@tfn.com. Now,
Steve, can I inject something here real quick?
You're going to.
Oh, okay. The stochastic, and I'm using both the SPY and the SPX, looks like it's getting ready to roll over. It's in overbought territory.
Well, with the dollar being up 12 ticks, I've got to believe the euro needs to get down and test that low that I talked about in my first show. And when we get off the line, we'll go take a look at that. But we're starting to run out of little time here.
Okay.
And so let's complete that Gartley buy pattern, if we will. So, folks, it's important to have an A to B equals C to D. So the A point that we have picked out here, that Tom and I have picked out, is the high from October 27th. The B point is the Friday after Thanksgiving. That was the 25th of November. And the C point here, right now, I've just got it at December 7th. I think Tom had December 5th. Either one probably works okay.
Yes.
And that A to B equals C to D gets us into that 1132 area. Now, that full completion takes you below that 0.618 retracement. And so since you're in the 1132 area, that gets you mighty close to the 0.786. It gets you mighty close to the top of October 4th. And that's what you want to see. If you are bullish, trust me, folks, you want to see that pattern complete, and you want to see it come into that October 4th area on light volume. Because if you do that, then what you've got is from a longer term, from a intermediate term standpoint, I'll start taking a look at bullish biases in the marketplace. But that is absolutely a Gartley buy pattern. And Tom, thanks so much for calling in. Our first time caller. I hope to hear from you again. Absolutely a good old Livonia boy. Folks, I'm from Livonia as well. Livonia, Detroit. And so thanks so much for calling in, Tom. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks, Steve. Good talking with you.
Okay. Now, folks, let's go to our winner. We've got Aaron Kittenplan from Seminole, Florida. And Aaron is the winner of our Great Panther giveaway. Aaron.
Yes,
congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
You bet. Would you do me a favor and just hold on through the next segment, and then we're going to come back to you?
Sure, no problem.
Oh, that's great. Aaron, folks, has won our Great Panther giveaway. You, too, can win that. This is, folks, if you're not giving, you're not living. At TFNN, we are giving all the time. Aaron is going to get a chance to give away his silver 1-ounce coin, which is a beautiful coin. I'd love you to win one as well. Go over to the homepage, register at TFNN. It's absolutely free and no strings attached. Go give it a shot, folks. We'll be right back. We're going to go talk to Aaron and see what he's going to do with that silver coin.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. I am Steve Rhodes. Tom O'Brien is out for a bit, and we are on the line with Aaron Kittenplan. He is our Great Panther Silver giveaway winner. Aaron, thanks so much for holding. I really do appreciate it, and congratulations.
No problem. Thank you very much.
You bet. Now, how long have you been a TFNN listener?
I've probably been, I'd say, about a year now.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for doing that. And so now the way this works is that you get to give this gift away. Okay, so it can be someone in your family, it can be anyone. So, what I want you to do is I want you to stay on the line, make sure that the production guys have got all of the information because, we want you to be able to give this coin away, and it's going to be great. It's absolutely a great silver coin. I actually like these coins better than the Silver Eagles that we sell, thousands and thousands of. And
right.
So I hope this is going to be a great addition to someone's currency, if you will. And
great.
do you trade the markets? Do you primarily listen in on Tom's show or what?
I primarily listen into Tom in the afternoons. I just started trading, and I bought Tom's book about 2 weeks ago, Timing the Trade.
Oh, congratulations! It is a great book, and we really do appreciate you listening in. And we love providing education, and we want to be able to hear from you. So you feel free to call in any time. And folks, if you're long this market right now, you better be careful because the euro is doing more than testing that bottom when we came on, and I was talking about it at 9 o'clock. So there are a lot of folks that over in Europe right now this afternoon, they're about to hit the bars, and nobody wants to go there with euros in their pocket. They want King Dollar. So, Aaron, great to hear from you. Congratulations. Have a happy holiday, and we'll look forward to hearing from you again, okay?
Thank you very much, and thanks for everything you guys do over there.
Oh, you bet. We really do appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Folks, let's go take a look at the euro. This is serious stuff here. I absolutely, when we do this show, I want you to know that you are under our care, guidance, and protection here. And what I do have up on the screen is the euro on a 5-minute chart. And what we were, while we were at break, as I was watching it, this morning, I'm just going to go ahead here, and we'll switch over to the daily chart because that was first the important area here was the October 4th area. We talked about October 4th when we were on the line earlier with Tom in Colorado. We were talking about October 4th. It's important to watch where this euro closes today because you can see, this morning I was talking about we wanted to see a test of that 131.444. This is really all about the currency markets. You got the Dow trading up right now at 73.30. If this euro stays underneath this, there's the Dow is not going to be up today. There's just no way. And so, you're going to want to watch this area. We've seen the DAX go from positive to negative right now. That's trading down 8 points. The FTSE's giving back some of its gains. And if you see it close below this, on a daily basis, folks, just simply from a swing point standpoint, then what happens here is the next swing point that we've got inside the euro takes us all the way down to January of 11. Well, the thing is, you're down at the 129 area. You're trading at 131, and you want to talk about some demolition in the marketplace. You want to talk about, this is where Santa is going to be saying, you know what, everybody's got coal in their stockings if the euro does not hold this area. So this is a spot here. Today is the day where you're going to want to see how the euro trades, because it is trading below that area. And on the 5-minute chart, as it was falling out of bed and testing that area, it was the bars that I was looking at were suggesting some lower prices to come. Now, that was on the 5-minute chart. We'll go ahead and pull that up here. There was a 1.618 expansion. We can see that, but you were coming down into that area with wide range bars. You can also see there was another Fibonacci number, 2.618, but that is not done there. You'd have to see also a retracement of a 0.786, and based on the daily chart, I don't even have to go out and look. I know it's not out there. And we'll take a look at that. But first, let's go to Butch in New Mexico. Butch, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing, Steve?
I'm doing great. Now, how's the weather out in New Mexico these days?
We got some good snow and some reasonably cold air.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you look forward to that stuff.
I do okay with it, but I like the warm weather, truthfully.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm a trail runner, so my trails are all under snow right now.
Oh, okay. That's
Gotta
cool.
Get the snowshoes on.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Now, so in the wintertime, what do you switch over to? So from a trail runner, you just run the trails even with your snowshoes on?
I do some running with snowshoes, and then I find some plowed dirt roads, or there's some choice little bits of pavement out north of here that are very rarely driven by cars. So
okay.
Now jump on those and try to limit my falls and slips on the ice, because sometimes it gets a little dicey out there.
Yeah, especially with ice, because you're running, so you've got a lot of energy, on each step, and all of a sudden you could hit a piece of ice, right? And then good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene. Unless you got I've got some little ice crampons for running that kind of keep you from those bad situations, because it's just no fun going down. So.
Yeah. Now, do you watch this weekend? As I was just kind of sitting around, working, playing with my granddaughter, the Ironman competition was being televised. Do you like that? Do you watch that at all?
I do watch some triathlon. I'm more of a pure runner fan. The big one over in Hawaii is always fascinating to watch.
It is. But how grueling, just
how
grueling.
Exactly. When I lived in Boulder, I lived down the street from Mark Allen after he'd retired, and he was still, you could just tell he was still so fit even after he'd retired, just because those guys, when they get that kind of capacity to go and go and go.
It's absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You wanted to take a look at the S&P and the dollar. Tell me what you're looking at. How can I help you?
Well, it's actually a pretty nice segue from what you were just talking about.
Okay.
What I was looking at was the relationship. I was looking at both the euro and the dollar on October 4th.
Okay.
And then I'm looking at the S&P right now, and the S&P, got down to like 1070 or something like that on the 4th.
Okay.
And now it's trading up at 1240, and I'm just wondering if, in your opinion, there's going to be some type of adjustment or compression, or if the S&P is learning how to handle a stronger dollar.
I don't think it's starting to handle it just yet. But stay on the line if you would, Butch. We're coming back to Butch from New Mexico, folks. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, before December 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but two exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, the Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses. Keep money in your community and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you have until December 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Hi folks, Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Steve Rhodes as he teaches techniques on technical analysis using pattern recognition, celestial charting, Fibonacci, and other tools, as well as money management while reaching for those trading and investing profits. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes, up next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters. Tom is out for the morning, and we've got a new co-host. We've got Butch in New Mexico, and we're talking about the S&P, the correlation with the dollar, the euro. So go ahead and pick it up, Butch. So you're taking a look at possibly thinking what now with regard to the correlation of the dollar and the S&P.
Just wondering what your thoughts are on, the lows that we hit on October 4th with S&P, and it was relatively the same price in the dollar,
right?
As it is today and yesterday.
Yes.
And so I'm just wondering what you make of that point spread of the S&P.
Got it.
And why?
Got it.
What what's the factor? I mean, the bonds are staying really, the yields are low, the prices are high, suggesting a lot of stress in the markets to me.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, I really truly believe that this dollar is going to have a massive compression trade, and that the S&P is going to trade back down to that 1070 level.
Yeah. Now, what I don't do from a correlation standpoint, it's a great question. It's a great point, because I've also looked at it. And so what I don't do is take a look at, I don't correlate where the dollar was trading at on one day and then go over to the S&P and say, okay, where was the S&P on this date? And, hey, we're back up there. How come the S&P is either up higher or lower from that standpoint? Okay. So I don't do that. I certainly do, I don't use that specific correlation, but more so with regard to the general direction of the market, retracement patterns, things of that sort. And so what I absolutely will do is take a look at more from a directional standpoint, and then take a look at other patterns, because you've got the dollar, that is trading basically round the clock, whereas in our markets, we're trading for 6.5 hours. And, right. Other than the futures market, but just take a look at the SPX like we're talking about. And so, I don't so much look at that. I'd look at just this correlation like I have on my screen here, which is the 5-minute chart of the SPX along with the dollar index. Right. And it's really a thing of beauty. Again, you don't correlate, you don't take a look at the lines and what's higher or lower, just simply the angles that are forming. And you can see that the correlation exists inside the dollar index with our markets. And then from there, I start taking a look at, okay, what do I see on the dollar index itself? Especially while we're trading our markets. And one of the things that I went ahead and pointed out to my clients this morning was that at about, I think it was around 6:10, so about 6:10 a.m. Now, I happen to have a 30-minute chart on my screen. At 6:10 a.m., the dollar index came down, and what it did was it came down and it got to a 0.382 retracement of a swing point and a 0.618 retracement of a swing point, and almost a 1.272 of another expansion. It almost looked like a 3-drive pattern setting up here. But what I said inside the in my newsletter to my clients was that this area here was going to be, in essence, a strong resistance, a strong support area. And sure enough, you can see how the dollar just simply, has taken off. Now, I don't know what's really happened in the markets other than, you, me, and everybody else. We'd rather hold dollars than we would hold euros right now. And, and that's a trade that's on right now, folks, and that's a trade that's going to be on for quite some time to come. And I am in the camp with Butch, and that is that these markets are going to go ahead and trade down into that October 4th area. And if we just simply have the S&P cash up on the screen right now, you can see that we are trading inside this cone-shaped wedge that we've got here, and that's going to take us down into that October 4th low at some point in time. Hey, Butch, thanks so much for calling. I really do appreciate it. Be safe while you're out there trail running. And folks, stay tuned. The Trader's Edge show, I'm coming back to you for a third hour in just about 8 minutes or so. Have a great morning if you're taking off. Bye-bye.